numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. This defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Cowboys at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll get this down to the 38. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 14-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. On first down, Hurts. He'll get this to Elliott. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Prescott down. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds? Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch. A first down carry by Elliott. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing a second interception.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in a victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Prescott now from the 50. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Second down, Prescott. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And he's got it. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one is realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Pollard. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Pollard again, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A dump off to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Inside give to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving once again from our gang here in Orlando to yours. We'll get back to AT&T Stadium in a minute, but first, let's take a look at what's coming up later this holiday weekend. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. In the late afternoon games, one to keep an eye on for sure will be in Minneapolis, where it'll be the Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. His throw incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle to Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it. fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing is Hurts.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Arlington.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8.
This will be 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Brown with his stick skills.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable. Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Prescott now. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott off play action. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On play action, Prescott. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Elliott running right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hurts and the Eagles now
down 13-7. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll look to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high-percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their